And that's exactly how we're constantly generating six figures when we create a brand new niche Shopify store. And take a look at this right over here. What is up, Dan fam? It is happening. It is so close to release. I'm going to be releasing the free 100K Blueprint book very, very soon. As a matter of fact, we're releasing that on the 21st of this month. All the links in every single video that I've put out for the last 2 months will all be pointing back to that book. I am so excited for this. It's just going to be amazing. And then we're going to release the 100K Blueprint after we release the book. It's just going to be really, really exciting. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you're registered to the waiting list. There's going to be a little link right there. There's also a link in the description and the first comment. If you aren't a part of the waiting list, I definitely suggest you get registered for the waiting list because this book is going to be absolutely insane. So in today's video, I get this asked a lot. Dan, I don't have enough money for the Shoptimize theme that you recommend. What exactly can I do in regards to a free theme? Well, that's exactly what I want to go ahead and cover with you, is show you how we're also using free themes for our branded stores, our niche product stores, but for our generic stores, we're just testing with Shoptimize theme. And it's very important that you understand that the way I construct a one product store and the way I construct my general, the fancy gadget store, is two completely different routes and completely different strategies. Now, you'll probably think to yourself, okay, why would I actually use two different themes if I just move one product over to, pretty much the very next store? Why do I do that? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Now, let me go ahead and show you an example of a one product store that I'm currently working on. Now, for transparency purposes, I will be blocking out the URL and the name of the store, but I want to show you the layout. And the reason why I'm going to be blocking it out is because recently I saw there's a high influx of people literally copying my stuff. I don't mean copying my stuff down to the product that I'm using and whatnot. I'm talking using my logo, using my exact brand name, the fancy gadget, and just a lot of other exact layouts and my images and all that. So, I mean, in regards to keeping my stuff very private and safe, because I am going to be working on and scaling out this store for the 100K Blueprint members to watch as I do it, I want to make sure you understand why I'm blocking out the URL, why I'm blocking out the name. It's because I'm trying to keep it as safe as I possibly can to make sure people aren't stealing my stuff constantly, because at that point, I'll never have any type of results if I just go out there and everything is stolen from me. So let me show you that store right now. So this right here is the site that I'm building out in order to go ahead and sell this particular product that I've been testing. Now, I will tell you right now that this is very, very neatly laid out as well, and there's apps that we'll talk about that bring in reviews from AliExpress. Now again, this is a very simple site, okay, very, very simple, and I keep it very, very clean. Now there's a reason why I keep this website clean. I'm trying to go for a certain look and feel and not have it too spammy. Now my generic store, you'll notice, is a completely different story. The generic store will have trust badges everywhere, will have upsells everywhere. This one is very simple, very clean, very to the point on what they're buying, and there's a reason for that. So now that you saw that store, I actually want to hop back into my computer and show you and outline 3 first steps. This is going to be part of a playlist series. As a matter of fact, the playlist can be found right over here, and this playlist series, I'm going to go ahead and keep adding more videos because I want to talk about the 3 main aspects as of right now, which is step 1, which is to check competition and understand a few concepts that we're going to go over. Number 2 is generating a business name or a name for your actual store. And then number 3 is the actual theme to use and just a few apps to get you started. So let's dive into my computer right now. So let's dive into the 3 steps to creating a highly profitable Shopify e-commerce business. So step 1, let's assess competition. Amazon versus you. And as a matter of fact, not even just Amazon, but everybody else versus you. The reason you don't want to solely build a generic product store with a bunch of different products on it is because you are not able to compete with Amazon. Now, let me just go ahead and tell you this, is that I'm a very, very, very big advocate, and I do this with thefancygadget.com, is I use the Fancy Gadget to promote and test many, many different products. And again, keep in mind, I use that as a testing ground to see if I can get products to convert. Now, again, if you want to be a generic store, you have to understand that you are going up, and if you want to try to scale that, you are going up against the likes of Amazon, you're going up against eBay, Wish, all those type of apps. So it becomes extremely, extremely harder to go up against those, because if you're a generic store, people will price shop you. But if you go ahead and own a particular product in a market, it becomes a lot easier for you to not have people price shop. So that's something you have to keep in mind. Now, authenticity. Having a one product store helps build that authenticity you're going after, and people will associate your brand name to that product. So if somebody's looking for a teeth whitening kit or they're going out there and they're looking for, let's just say, a blender bottle, BlendJet and High Smile are the ones that come to mind, and they're not going to go and try to price shop that on Amazon. So also, like I just said, there's less shopping around, because when you own the name of a certain product in your space, people will go for you, to your brand, for that particular product instead of shopping around, because that's what comes to mind first. For example, High Smile, BlendJet, etc. So that's step number one, is assessing your competition and understanding that more than anything. You can use tools such as the business name generator from Shopify. Just take a look right over here. This is exactly what it looks like. You can literally go ahead and click find a business name and just start generating business names right through Shopify's own generator. Now again, creating a business name isn't something that I really want to spend too much time on, because again, I just want to breeze through this to help you get as much content as you possibly can while the attention span that I have of you isn't very long. So let's just go right to the logo. When it comes to a logo, take a look at your competitors or the competition in the marketplace. If you're the first person to go ahead and brand this one particular product store and there's no other competition, that's good, but take a look at other one product stores and see what they're doing and see how simple their logos are. And again, you want to keep it simple. You can go to Fiverr or Graphic River to get a logo. And again, Fiverr offers lower quality. Graphic River, you have to do it yourself. So again, I'm going to completely let it be something that you want to do. This is in regards to the store creation from the very start. Then we also have colors, and Adobe Color is very good to use as reference in regards to color families. Let me show you what I mean by that. So I'm over here on Adobe Color, and if you want to use, let's just say, blues, for example, you can type in blue, and they'll show you all the different blues and also show you the complementary colors that go with this particular blue. So this blue works with this green, and this teal works with this green, and then this is in between. So again, you can have colors for your store just by going to color.adobe.com and taking a look at the colors that you want and all the complementary colors that they offer as well on here, and they give you the color codes that you can give directly to your designer on Fiverr, or you can go ahead and create your own if you're proficient enough with an app like Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. So it's completely up to you. But let's move on to step number 3 now. So Debut is a great theme, and it's good for a one product store. Now again, you can use whatever theme you would like for your choosing. You can even use Shoptimize theme if you wanted to. But again, when I'm quickly creating these stores, I want to get something set up very quickly, and I want it to be super clean. That's it. Then we also want to make sure that we keep in mind mobile usage. A majority of people and sales will actually come from mobile devices. You have to make sure the theme looks good on mobile. If the theme does not look good on mobile, then you're going to have a very hard time being able to convert, because majority of your traffic and sales are actually going to be coming from mobile devices. Next, here's some apps that we'll talk about. And again, this is just the introduction video to the playlist, but I'm going to go ahead and break these down into individual videos. Apps like InstaFeed, discounted pricing apps, upsell apps, post-sale sequence apps. These are apps that you could possibly have in there, and it more so is based on what you're trying to do with your store, the look and the feel. So again, every single store will be built completely differently. It 100% depends on what you're trying to go after. So kind of keep that in mind. You could take a look at your other competitors and other stores out there to get a good idea of what potentially you could be doing as well. And the description. Now this is pretty cool. Let me show you exactly how I'm using Amazon to go and pretty much rip descriptions and then change them. Now I guess it sounds kind of slimy when I say it that way, but here's the thing. At the top of Amazon, that means those products are selling really well. If the products are selling really well, that's because they have great copy with the bullets as well. So why not take what's working and proven to work and make it fit for your own store? Let Amazon and those sellers do all the hard work. So let's go and take a look at Amazon, and let me show you the product description, mainly more than anything, the bullets, and how you can take those bullets and use them for yourself. So take a look at this. You see right under here on the Amazon products, and let me just go back to back brace, for example, and let me just grab this one right over here as another example. So right under the product, you can also see about the product, and you'll see that there's like bullet points, right? Now this one isn't that good. This really doesn't do a lot of selling. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna open up just a few other ones, just so we can see the ones that have, the check marks or the actual well set up bullets with benefits as well. So permanent full range of movement while providing comfort support. So that's great. There's bullets right here. You also have these bullets, okay, improve posture, reduce back pain, all right, and then right over here, more bullets about the product. I can take all of these and figure out which ones are the best, or I can just look at the very first one right over here, and just grab these bullets and then add them to my store. Very, very simple. It's not complicated whatsoever. Now, one thing that I didn't mention in this particular video is that one of the biggest tips that I could tell you right now is your description is super, super important. Now, why is your description super important? Because that's where you actually sell the benefits of the particular product that you're trying to sell. Your description is going to be something that everybody reads very, very thoroughly. And if you do it wrong, it can throw up a lot of red flags. However, if you do it correctly and you actually set yourself up properly, you're going to be able to make a lot of sales. Your conversions, you'll notice, it's not just 0.5 or 1%. Your conversions can dramatically increase by 3, 4, 5, 6% on a total conversion basis if you apply just some of the strategies that I outlined here. And not only that, but if you go ahead and you decide to become part of the 100K Blueprint, you'll definitely learn exactly how to properly structure a description and actually have my template that I use as well. So if you're interested to know how I made $419,000 in 44 days, check out this video right here. And like I said before, make sure you're subscribed with notifications, and also don't forget the playlist. I'll move over so the playlist can be right here. This playlist is one that I'm creating for you. If you're watching this video all the way through, there will be more videos added to it. And again, this playlist is 100% for your consumption. I hope you enjoy this, and I'll see you tomorrow.